How's it going, guys? This is another Beard Made Reviews. Today I have another pistol for you. This was my first AR pistol. This is a Diamondback series DB15. I do believe they make newer models of this style. I've got the key mod and all. Which I know a lot of people prefer the M-lock, but I'm partial to the key mod. It seems to hold a little bit better under stress. In my testing, that is. Yours may vary. So what I'm going to get into is I have had this thing going on probably about four or 5 years. It has been my punching bag, and it's taken everything that I've gave it and more. I couldn't even start to tell you how many rounds I have through this thing. It is my go-to home defense, truck gun, you name it. I've probably used it for it. As far as accuracy goes, this thing's great. I shoot a good bit with irons. I've taken this thing out. It starts to fall off around 120, 150 yards, simply because, one, the barrel length. 300 blackout. I don't know if I mentioned that this is indeed a 300 blackout. It falls off a little bit, especially if you're shooting heavier grain projectiles. But I would say 300 blackout is not the rifling, twist, and the barrel length. I don't think that it's that intolerant. I'm pretty sure it only falls a couple of feet here and there on each barrel length whenever you start to get shorter. I think the magic number on these is like 9.5. And then you'll gain a little bit if you go up to 16. You'll lose a little bit if you keep on going down. I would not say to run this like a little 4-inch or something. That would be crazy. I have ran a can on this with some 220s. It literally sounds like a after the initial crack, if you're not using wipes, the initial crack, it sounds like a 22 after that. Recoil is very mild. Now, if you're using, my main use projectiles are 110. I use all around, I use a varmint round. They're called Farmageddon, which I do reload some like these, but these are factory. I've got one right here just to kind of show that that tip right there is like a polymer. And it just literally, it's just like a miniature explosion whenever these start to come apart. It pushes that down, and these just pedal out, and they're devastating. Mainly use these for coyotes. These 110s, they do very well. Keeps them out of the fields and off the farm animals. But yeah, just so y'all are happy, I'll show you that there's nothing in this thing. I should start out every video like that, but I got a little carried away on that intro. I'm sorry about that, but this is the, can't remember what color they call it. I guess coyote tan, some sort of variation of that. I've got this is aftermarket. I've got the Magpul grip with the stowaway for like a lens cloth and some tools. This does have the forward assist. I don't ever really use it. It's got the standard charge lever right there on one side. I do have the M-bus front and back. Talking about this little red dot right here, I have used this, probably got about 200 rounds out, and it is produced by Monstrum, if you can see that upside down. I want to say I got that thing for about $35. Yeah, I mean it's called the Aries. It does well. It's a little bit starbursty, like on the higher levels, but it's nothing that's not it's nothing that you can't manage. I'd say that much. Let's see, coming down here, I have got an old style, but it still works very well. The direction that I'm pointing is safe. So, got that, got low, got strobe. If you are into the older tactical lights, you can't go wrong with the MMP line. They have a dead man switch that you can put up right here or something if you wanted to. I basically simplified this down because the way that I hold my pistol, I generally have my hand up here, and I'm able to reach that. Let's get this scroll back down around right here. Yeah, everything on this is kind of mil spec, I guess you'd say, as far as the internals go. I'll do a trigger demonstration right here. Again, we're working with a empty firearm. And then that direction over there is a window, and there's nothing on the other side. So, nice, clean, crisp break. Travel is not a whole lot. It's just, I guess it'd be about standard, whatever, what, 5-7 pounds, something like that. You can't tell it with this thing. It's been worked so much. But yeah, like I said, this was my first pistol. If you're looking into getting a pistol, 90% of them, unless you buy it with it on there, they have this without this part. They don't have this part on there. The brace. They do not have the brace, and you can still get this one. It is a non-adjustable. SB Tactical. You can get adjustable ones, but I wouldn't worry with it too much, because one, it's a pistol. You don't really need a whole lot of length of pull on it, especially if you live in one of those non-freedom states that do not let you shoulder a pistol, or have it in your against your chest, kind of nestled up next to your collarbone. Each state's different. Do your research before you go out and buy one and be like, hey, he told me I could shoulder a pistol. No, I didn't. I'm just fortunate enough that I live in a state that does not regulate that. Simplicity is the name of the game. Keep it simple, stupid. This is basically what this pistol does. It will do everything and more that I ask it to do. I've beat this thing. I've taken this out. It has been a pleasure. It's not the prettiest thing anymore, but it sure does get the job done. If you're looking at wanting to get a pistol in an AR15 style, I would pick one of these bad boys up. They are very budget friendly on getting into it. Go out and get one and put you a Monstrum red dot optics, fairly big. It is a open face right here, so keep that in mind. It only has one piece of glass, and then the actual optical eye is in this housing right here. It does use a coin style battery, and then right here are your adjustments. Anyway, yeah, this I'll leave it with this. These are empty magazines. I do have another one over there. I'm not going to bring it out. I did do a lot of research, and on my findings, instead of having to file down, which I'm not condoning modifying these magazines at all, it's just you can read some forums, and there are people that try to use the 223 5.56 magazines, which is totally possible, but you've got to do a lot of extra work to get them to go. I just found it better to buy these 300 blackout magazines from Magpul. You can kindly see the numbers on them if you want to look it up. I do keep bands on mine. I was painting the bottom of it, which is a good idea until the paint starts to rub off. It worked for a little while, but the main thing is if you have a 223 and a 300 blackout, heed my warning. Use bands, because all it takes is one of these getting shoved up into a 223 5.56, and you went from having a fun day at the range to possibly ending up in the hospital. If it's the other way around, if a 5.56 makes it down one of these, you're lucky. It'll ruin the barrel most likely, but yeah, always be better safe than sorry. I always say. So yeah, those are my take. This might be a polarizing opinion, but a lot of people hate PMags. I have used them for years. The springs have held up, never had to replace these springs. I've got fully loaded magazines that I rotate out, that's been rotated for about 3 or 4 years. Springs are still healthy. pick some of them up. They're worth their weight in gold to me. But yeah, that about sums up this video, y'all. I do believe that I've covered all bases on this little guy. So here again, if you learned something, if you found this video entertaining, I would appreciate a comment, a like, and a subscribe. You know, if you're feeling squirrely, I try my best to come out day to day with these things as far as like tabletop reviews, and I'll continue to do so. It'll be on something. I'll get to a point where I want to take these out and give y'all a range review on them. I would love to do that, but I need to see that, you know, y'all like this kind of content, and knowing that I do a good job. That's my main goal. I appreciate every single one of y'all for your support and showing me that, you know, an average Joe can get on here and help somebody. Until next time, thank you guys. See ya.